Canelo Alvarez tells Dazn and the powers that be, stop begging me to fight Triple G. I already beat him and I do what I want to do. I told y'all already. Before we get into this next video, make sure that you hit my like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already a sub to the channel, and don't forget my live streams every day, Monday through Friday, 12:30 Pacific time, 1:30 Mountain time, 2:30 Central, and 3:30 on the East Coast. What's up with it, y'all? Make sure that y'all hit that like button. Now, we got Saul Canelo Alvarez, the undisputed 168-pound champion of the world. And we keep hearing stories come out about Canelo Alvarez. Now, this is from the horse's mouth, Eddie Reynoso himself. Recently, we just got the news that Canelo Alvarez is looking to fight in May. We already knew that. He wants to fight Jermall Charlo in May. And then the big news that we got is Canelo Alvarez is looking in September to go to Aztec Stadium and have his first big showdown in Mexico. And that's going to be huge for all of the Mexican people and all of the Mexican fans. That is going to be probably 100,000 plus, right? And so that's going to be a huge mega event if they can pull that off. Dazn keeps coming out with stories. They keep begging him to fight Triple G. See, what Dazn really wants is they want Canelo Alvarez to fight Gennady Golovkin at 168 pounds. Now, this is the thing about that. Canelo Alvarez has told Dazn, he's told Eddie Hearn, and he's told the network on several occasions, I am not fighting Triple G. When I fought Triple G the second time, I promised Triple G you were crying about me moving around the ring and boxing and, you know, displaying my boxing skills in the first fight. You wanted me to stand in the middle of the ring, come to you, and slug it out, right? And you cried about that. A lot of people think that Triple G won the first fight. Me, myself, picked Triple G to win the first fight. I actually thought that Triple G was going to knock out Canelo in the first fight. But I was wrong. And when I watched that fight over and over, I watched that fight about 6 times and really studied that first Gennady Golovkin and Canelo Alvarez fight. And I had to fight a draw. I had it 6 rounds to 6 rounds, a draw. You know, so I agreed with the judge's scorecard. Now, going back to Gennady Golovkin. Gennady Golovkin has been begging Canelo Alvarez to fight him again. He's basically just put his whole career on hold and watch Canelo Alvarez. He don't want to fight anybody that's good. His whole career has been, you know, going off of what Canelo Alvarez does. You beg that man in the second fight to stand toe-to-toe with you and fight you, and that's what he did. He walked you down and he beat you at your own game. And he showed you, no matter how I fight, you cannot beat me. Yeah, you came close the first time, but I came back and I learned from the mistakes that I made in the first fight, and I made the adjustments. You couldn't make adjustments. You can't beat me. And so the network, Dazn, Gennady Golovkin, they promised him, you know, a Canelo Alvarez fight, a third fight with Canelo Alvarez when he signed that big, huge contract with Dazn. And let's keep it real. Dazn has lost millions and millions and millions of dollars on Gennady Golovkin, right? He's been fighting bomb after bomb and basing his whole career around what Canelo Alvarez does. So let's just keep it real. Dazn paid him all of that money, and they haven't got nothing in return from Gennady Golovkin. So the network, they need a Gennady Golovkin and Canelo Alvarez fight. They've been begging Canelo Alvarez for a third Gennady Golovkin fight ever since 2018. But Canelo has told them, I'm not fighting Triple G anymore. Let Triple G go off and do his own thing. Let Triple G prove that he's worthy of another fight with me. But what has Triple G done? He's done nothing. All Triple G has done was fight no-name Steve Rhodes and Zermetas and, you know, guys like that. He has not done nothing. Matter of fact, he went and fought Derevyanchenko, but he lost to Derevyanchenko and got a gift decision versus Derevyanchenko. So Triple G has done nothing at all to deserve a Canelo Alvarez fight. And Triple G has been at 160 pounds his whole career. Now all of a sudden, you're saying that you're going to move up to 168 and fight Canelo Alvarez? I highly doubt it. What makes a 40-year-old Triple G now all of a sudden want to agree to move up and weight? You never did it before. And a Triple G and Canelo Alvarez fight is just meaningless at this point. Why would he stay at 168 pounds to fight a Gennady Golovkin when he can move up and his champions at 175 and he can make history at 175 pounds? He can become undisputed at 175. Why fight Triple G? Nobody wants to see this fight no more. Like I said, Triple G is 40 years old now. Nobody wants to see Canelo Alvarez go in there and dominate a 40-year-old fighter. And plus, like I said, Triple G, he wants to fight nobody. He don't want to fight nobody. So, Canelo Alvarez told them in the past already, stop begging me to fight Triple G. And years later, they're still putting out news and begging Canelo Alvarez to fight Triple G. Like, he don't want to fight the man. It's no point for him to go and beat up a 40-year-old Triple G. What does Canelo Alvarez gain out of going and beating up Triple G at 40, 41 years old? He gains nothing. All he's going to do is get a lot of criticism if he goes in there and beats up a 40 or 41-year-old Triple G. It does nothing for his career. And like I said, he's looking to make history and bring a huge fight to Aztec Stadium in Mexico for all the Mexican fans. And it's a plethora of opponents, high-level opponents that's much better than Triple G at this point that he can bring to Aztec Stadium and make history and make a huge, colossal fight. And this is just the truth. Now, Triple G, they built Triple G up in his prime to be just untouchable, unstoppable, something that we never seen before. Remember, they said that he was better than Sugar Ray Robinson, that he was better than Marvin Hagler, that he was better than James Toney, he was better than Roy Jones Jr. They tried to build him into be a monster. But what happened with Triple G as soon as he started fighting real competition? Yeah, he was good. He still won, a lot of those fights, but he didn't look unstoppable. He didn't look untouchable. When he stepped up against Kell Brook, let's talk about when he stepped up against Kell Brook. Yeah, he did finish Kell Brook. The referee stopped the fight. But Kell Brook was hitting Triple G with any and everything he wanted at will. And Triple G started to get exposed. People started to look at Triple G and say, hey, maybe he's not the monster that we think he is, right? And then Triple G went and fought Daniel Jacobs. And Daniel Jacobs gave Triple G all of the problems in the world. Once Daniel Jacobs realized that, hey, this dude is not a monster. This dude is not unstoppable. He hits hard, but he don't hit that damn hard. Daniel Jacobs locked in. And from that point on, if you ask me, he beat Triple G from that point on. The knockdown affected Daniel Jacobs. If Daniel Jacobs had never suffered that knockdown that he suffered in that fight, he would have won that fight against Triple G. But I think the knockdown just came from Daniel Jacobs being so mesmerized from the stories that Triple G, from the hype that they built around him. He was kind of afraid going into that fight. But once he suffered that knockdown and he got up, he realized, yeah, this dude ain't all of that. Let me go ahead and lock in, right? Then Triple G went on to fight Canelo Alvarez. And we see more that he was not untouchable, that he was built up, and it was a hype. It was hype around. It was all hype. And Canelo Alvarez exposed that. He exposed Triple G just like Daniel Jacobs did. But Canelo Alvarez was able to go into the second fight with Triple G and really expose him. If you take it to this man and walk him down, he's not all that. right? If you have defense and, you can display a good defense against Triple G, you're just not going to stand there and let him hit you with whatever he wants to hit you with, like he was doing all of these other sorry-ass Rudy Poot opponents that he was in with. He is not all of that. He is not a James Toney, a Bernard Hopkins. He is not better than a Sugar Ray Robinson. He's not better than a Marvin Hagler. Yeah, he exposed that. So Triple G was a good fighter, right? But it was most of that shit was all a hype job from HBO, and they wanted to build him into something that he really wasn't. So with all of that being said, Canelo Alvarez is not looking to fight a Triple G, right? It's pointless for him to go fight Triple G, and he has a lot of other business to handle, and Triple G ain't one of them. So let me know what y'all think about, the networks and Dazn and everybody trying to push and beg Canelo to fight Triple G again. And what would y'all like to see Canelo Alvarez do? Hit my like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to live streams every day, Monday through Friday. I'm gone.